Hey English learners, welcome back to the English Mint podcast. Learn daily, speak fluently. I'm Adam.
And I'm Hana.
Full playlist on screen. Keep going.
Listen very closely because today's episode might save your career.
Yesterday, someone asked me to lead a quick project update at work, and I couldn't say anything.
You froze in front of your boss?
Completely. My mind went completely blank. I felt my face burning.
And everyone just stared at you waiting for an answer?
Yes, the silence was deafening. I wanted to disappear.
That's not a lack of English knowledge, Adam.
Then what is it? I studied my notes all night.
That is a total system failure in your speaking structure.
I still can't hold a simple conversation without my heart racing.
Even after months and months of watching lessons?
Yes, and it's deeply frustrating. I feel like an absolute failure.
Then I have a secret for you. You're not actually stuck.
Then why does it feel like I am completely trapped in a cage?
Because you're repeating the exact same destructive mistake every single day.
I see my coworkers speaking so smoothly. Why is it so hard for me?
They are not smarter than you. They just know a secret you don't.
I feel like I look uneducated when I pause for 10 seconds.
Your ego is getting in the way of your actual progress.
I just don't want people to judge me or think I am slow.
If you don't fix this today, you will always be the silent person in the room.
And I will keep losing promotions to people who speak worse than me.
Exactly. The fear of loss is real. You are losing money and respect.
I hate feeling invisible. I want to be a leader.
Let's break this down and make it brutally simple.
Please, because I am exhausted from feeling like a beginner.
I'm going to tell you the brutal truth, and you might not like it.
I studied grammar textbooks for 5 years. I know all the tenses.
That's exactly why you are failing.
Wait, what? Studying grammar is making me worse?
Yes, traditional grammar study is poisoning your ability to speak.
But I know thousands of words. I have hundreds of flashcards.
Vocabulary is not your problem either. Throw the flashcards away.
Then what is my problem? Why is my mouth paralyzed?
The way you process information when you speak is entirely broken.
What do you mean? I think like a normal human being.
No, you don't. You are secretly translating in your head, word by agonizing word.
Yes, I hear English, translate to my language, form an answer, and translate back.
And that 4-step process takes too much time. That is why you freeze.
But how else can I possibly do it? I overthink every single rule.
You are letting fear control your tongue. You are obsessed with being perfect.
If I make a grammar mistake, people will secretly laugh at me.
Here's the twist. Native speakers make grammar mistakes all day long. They just don't care.
So I need to stop caring about the rules?
You need to stop building complicated, heavy walls in your brain.
How do I tear those heavy walls down before my next meeting?
We're going to use a highly guarded 5-step system to rebuild your English from zero.
Will this actually stop my brain from going blank?
If you follow it perfectly, yes. Step 1 is mastering basic speaking.
What is step 2? I need to know the whole plan.
Step 2 is adding details without destroying the core sentence.
And step 3? This is where I usually fail.
Step 3 is injecting your personality so you don't sound like a lifeless robot.
That happens to me. I sound like an old textbook. What is step 4?
Expanding your sentences naturally so you can tell engaging stories.
And a final, most important step?
Using it in real life under extreme pressure without breaking a sweat.
I desperately need this. Where exactly do we start?
We start with step 1, basic speaking, the biggest, most fatal mistake beginners make.
You mean the subject and the verb?
Exactly. In your native language, the verb might go at the very end.
Yes, so I have to hold the action in my head until the end of the thought.
And that causes your brain to crash. In English, the action comes immediately.
Tell me how to fix this right now.
Tell me what you did when you woke up this morning.
This morning, a cold shower took I.
Good try. Let's fix it. That is completely backwards.
Okay, did my brain do the translation thing again?
Yes, stop translating. Who did the action?
I did. I am the subject.
What was the physical action?
Took.
What did you take?
A shower.
Say, I took a shower this morning.
I took a shower this morning.
See how clean and fast that is? Subject, verb, object. Always. Never break this rule.
I took a shower. I ate eggs. I drove my car.
Exactly. Keep it aggressively simple. Don't add extra garbage yet.
I totally get this, but it feels way too basic. I sound like a little child.
Listen to me. It is better to sound basic and be understood than to sound complex and confuse everyone.
That is a harsh truth, but it makes complete sense. I hate causing confusion.
Once you master the basic block, we move to step 2, adding details.
How do I add details without panicking and ruining the sentence?
Another fatal mistake is putting describing words in the wrong place.
Like saying, the project difficult?
Yes, in English, the detail must come before the thing it describes. It warns the listener.
Okay, let me try a slightly harder sentence.
Tell me about the manager you met yesterday.
My new manager is a woman very strict.
Good try, let's fix it. You put the detail at the end.
Okay, where exactly does the detail need to go?
The detail is very strict. Put it right before woman.
My new manager is a very strict woman.
Perfect. Now tell me about the laptop you use for work.
I use a computer slow and old.
Don't think in your language. Fix it immediately.
I use a slow, old computer.
Much better. You are building structural confidence already.
It actually feels much easier when I just focus on moving the pieces around.
Now for step 3, adding personality. This is where most beginners fail completely.
Because we use weird, unnatural vocabulary from our textbooks?
Yes, you try to use big words to protect your ego and sound smart.
I absolutely do that. I want my boss to respect my intelligence.
It backfires. It makes you sound unnatural and difficult to talk to. Tell me you are very tired.
I am currently experiencing severe physical exhaustion.
Good try. Let's fix it. You sound like a medical report. Nobody talks like that.
Okay, my ego is hurt. What should I say instead?
Say, I'm really burned out today, or simply, I'm exhausted.
I'm really burned out today.
Now tell me you want to start the new marketing campaign.
I highly wish to commence the operation immediately.
Let's fix that robot English before you scare your coworkers away.
Okay, how do native speakers actually say it in a real office?
Say, let's get started on this right away.
Let's get started on this right away. That sounds so much more relaxed and confident.
It builds human trust. People trust simple, clear, natural English.
I honestly thought using complicated words commanded instant respect.
Clarity commands respect. Confusion destroys your authority. Remember that.
Okay, that changes everything. What is step 4? Expanding naturally.
Beginners speak in choppy, painful blocks. Stop, go, stop, go. It hurts to listen to.
Yes, my sentences are always 5 words long. It feels awkward and silent.
Tell me why you are learning English, but force yourself to use 2 ideas.
I want a promotion. I study English every night.
Good try. Let's fix it. We need a suspension bridge between those ideas.
Okay, what is the bridge I should use?
The magic linking words, so, or, because. Try it right now.
I want a promotion, so I study English every night.
Perfect. Now flip the structure and try it with because.
I study English every night because I intensely want a promotion.
Excellent. Now you're actually flowing instead of stopping. Let's add a twist.
I love twists. Make it harder.
Use the word although to show a contradiction.
Although I am tired, I will study English tonight.
Brilliant! You are sounding like an advanced speaker just by using bridges.
It feels like a real deep conversation now. My brain isn't hurting.
Step 5 is the absolute hardest, using it in real life under extreme pressure.
This is where the suspense builds. This is where I usually panic and sweat.
Because you don't practice the contrast between weak English and strong English.
What exactly is the contrast system? How does it save me?
We will look at a common beginner mistake and immediately replace it with the power version.
I am ready for the contrast. Give me a high-stakes situation.
You are introducing yourself at a major international networking event.
I am Adam. I from United States. I do digital marketing.
That is horribly weak. It feels incomplete and low value. Now stronger version.
Hi, my name is Adam. I'm from the United States and I specialize in digital marketing.
Much better. Situation 2. You completely misunderstood a client on a video call.
What? Repeat, please? I no understand.
Too aggressive and unprofessional. Now stronger version.
I'm incredibly sorry. Could you clarify that one more time for me?
Excellent recovery. Situation 3. You need to leave a critical meeting early.
I go now. Bye-bye, everyone.
That sounds incredibly rude to your boss. Now stronger version.
I really have to head out now, but please catch me up later.
You see the massive difference? Small vocabulary shifts change how the entire room perceives you.
I can actually use these exact phrases today at 3.
Real-life application is purely about survival. Let's look at a terrifying work scenario.
I absolutely hate unexpected phone calls at work. I always freeze and drop the phone.
You don't need to panic ever again. You just need an arsenal of ready sentences.
What is a ready sentence? Is it like a cheat code?
It is a template you memorize deeply so your brain doesn't have to work hard under sudden pressure.
Give me a bulletproof template for answering a corporate phone call.
Say this with confidence. Hi, this is Adam speaking. How can I help you today?
That feels easy, but what if they ask a question I don't know the answer to?
Give me your normal, panicked reaction when you don't know something.
I don't know anything about that project. Sorry.
Too negative. You sound incompetent. Use this power template instead.
Tell me. I am writing this down right now.
Say, I don't have that exact information in front of me, but I will find out and email you immediately.
I don't have that exact information in front of me, but I will find out and email you immediately.
It makes you sound incredibly proactive and confident even when you're totally clueless.
I feel like I have titanium armor on my brain now. I am completely protected.
Now for social life, which can be just as scary. You're at a busy, loud coffee shop.
I want coffee. Black. Big size.
Too direct. You sound rude. Try this instead. Can I get a large black coffee, please?
Can I get a large black coffee, please?
It's polite, natural, structure perfect, and the barista will actually like you.
But Hana, here's the problem. How do I make these templates stay in my memory when I'm stressed?
We use the active practice system. You cannot just listen to my podcast and magically improve.
I always write them down in my expensive notebook with a red pen.
Writing is a trap. Writing is not speaking. You need to train your physical mouth muscles.
So I just read them out loud to my dog?
We are going to use the advanced shadowing technique. This is the ultimate secret weapon.
What is shadowing? I hear people mention it, but I don't know how to do it.
I speak a phrase and you repeat immediately after me, perfectly copying my rhythm, pitch, and emotion.
Like an echo bouncing off a mountain.
Exactly like an echo. This physically stops your brain from translating because there's no time.
Let's do a serious shadowing session right now. Don't hold back.
Shadow me with strong emotion. I used to make a lot of embarrassing mistakes.
I used to make a lot of embarrassing mistakes.
But starting today, I focus purely on simple structures.
But starting today, I focus purely on simple structures.
I don't need complicated vocabulary to be highly respected.
I don't need complicated vocabulary to be highly respected.
When I feel panic, I speak slower and I remember to breathe.
When I feel panic, I speak slower and I remember to breathe.
You must do this in the mirror every single morning for 10 minutes, no excuses.
Should I record myself on my phone too?
Yes, recording is brutal, but it forces you to face your reality and track your micro improvements.
I hate hearing my own voice on recording. It sounds so strange.
Get over your fragile ego, Adam. Your voice is your greatest financial tool. Sharpen it daily.
You are brutally honest, Hana, but this is exactly what I needed to hear.
I am here to make you fluent and successful, not comfortable. Let's do a full, high-stakes role play.
Put me under immense pressure. Make me sweat.
All right, we are at a crowded tech conference in London. I am an important investor. I walk right up to you.
My heart is already beating fast, but I am ready. Let's go.
Hi there. I don't think we've officially met yet. I'm Hana from Vertex Capital.
Hi, Hana. My name is Adam. It is a genuine pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Adam. I see you have a guest badge. What exactly do you do for work?
I work as a digital content creator and business strategist. I help agencies scale.
Oh, that sounds incredibly fascinating and demanding. Is the industry stressful right now?
Sometimes the rapid changes are stressful, but I really thrive on the daily challenge.
I completely understand. Have you attended this specific London conference before?
No, this is actually my first time flying out here. How about you?
I come every single year to look for new talent. The speakers are usually world class.
That is exactly why I came. Who are you most excited to see speak today?
Probably the afternoon keynote speaker discussing ethics.
I have that circled on my schedule as well. I wouldn't miss it.
Well, I actually have to run to grab a front row seat before the doors close.
No problem at all. It was an absolute pleasure chatting with you, Hana. Let's connect online.
I would love that. Great chatting with you too, Adam. Enjoy the rest of the conference.
Catch you later. Have a great session.
Stop the role play right there. Breathe. How did that actually feel?
It felt incredibly smooth. I didn't panic, and my mind didn't go blank once.
Why didn't you panic? What was different this time?
Because I completely abandoned translation and just used simple subject-verb-object structures to reply.
Exactly. You didn't try to impress me with a difficult textbook word that you didn't know how to pronounce. You just actively listened to my question and responded naturally using the bridges we practiced.
That is the ultimate transformation. You went from freezing in terror to flowing like a leader.
I truly can't believe how much your own overthinking was destroying your career opportunities.
Let's summarize the system steps very clearly so nobody watching ever forgets this. Step 1, stop translating silently and use basic subject-verb-object block structure.
Step 2, add vivid details in the correct place right before the noun they describe.
Step 3, drop the fake, robotic textbook vocabulary and use simple, relatable, everyday words.
Step 4, expand your choppy, short sentences using powerful linking words like so, because, and although.
Step 5, prepare an arsenal of ready sentences for real-life, high-stress situations.
And what is the daily secret weapon to guarantee this works?
Shadowing and daily audio repetition, training the physical mouth muscles, not just the silent brain.
You finally understand the complete system. Now it is time to execute.
So today we learned exactly how to fix the most common English speaking mistakes beginners make.
Now it is your turn, the viewer, to make a choice. Who do you relate to more in this journey?
Stop making weak excuses. Stop hiding behind your grammar books. Start speaking today.
Comment Adam right now if you constantly struggle with freezing and overthinking in conversations.
Comment Hana if you are ready to use this system and want real, structured improvement.
We read everything, and we will pin the most honest comment to the top.
We will see you all next time on the English Mint Podcast. Keep learning daily.
Bye, everyone. Stay confident.